Hey ladies, it's me Sandra, TTC 45, and the dreaded day has come. So I am on my way to my soon-to-be ex-OBGYN technically the appointment is supposed to be a pre-op appointment because in his mind, he's still doing the surgery on me. So in order for me to have the surgery, I have to have a pre-op appointment. And so, but I am not going forward with the surgery because according to my RE, it's not necessary. And I really don't show any of the signs of GTD, so I should be okay. I'm going to go in here though with a smiley face, cooperative speaking, and doing a lot of ass kissing to see if I can get him to agree to the medical, to give me the medical clearance so I can go forward with the FET. I got a email today from the RE clinic letting me know that my insurance has approved my FET. So the only thing that we need is for the doctor to approve, and then we good to go. So, and again, the first time I asked him about this was way before the falling out took place. He wasn't comfortable giving me the medical clearance because he wanted to make sure everything was all clear before he do it. Hopefully by knowing that I had a HSG and the HSG was normal, that'll be enough for him and he'd go ahead and say it. Plus, it still doesn't change the fact that he does not want me as a patient anyway, and that's fine with me because I plan to search for a new doctor. However, until I search for that doctor, he's still my OB. He has to stay on board until I can get a new doctor. So I'm thinking, you know, with every situations like that, you always have that devil on one shoulder and that angel on the other shoulder. I got the devil on one shoulder saying that he'll probably find a way to get back at me by not giving me the medical clearance because he know that's really what I want. But then there's that angel on the other shoulder that's saying, you know, maybe this is a blessing, you know, in disguise. Maybe this is what he was looking for as a way of just getting me out of his hair altogether, and he'll be happy to give me the medical clearance if that's what it takes to keep me out of his hair. So I'm hoping that what the angel is saying is more true than what the enemy is saying, because you know, like they say, what the enemy meant for to be bad always turn out to be good. So I'm just hoping and praying that he actually, you know, have a heart and go ahead and give me that clearance. And trust me when I say, you know, he really is not going to have to worry about me anymore, because should I become pregnant, that opens up a lot more doors for me to look for a new OB. Right now, because of the COVID, it's really difficult to get into a new clinic when you are a new patient, because a lot of these clinics are not taking new patients. But of course, if you're pregnant, they have no choice. So that would get me in a clinic much more faster than trying to do this on my own. The one thing that's the downside about it is my insurance. You know, I have an HMO insurance through Blue Cross and Blue Shield. And even though I have really great insurance, the downside to having this insurance is that I can only stick with one medical area. With HMO, you can only go, like I go to, in my area, I go to the Swedish American team of doctors, and it doesn't matter what OBGYN I choose. All the OBGYNs in the team of Swedish America know each other. They're all colleagues. They all talk. They all, you know, pass notes with each other and all that. So it doesn't matter who I choose. They're gonna know my old doctor, they probably gonna know about me before my first appointment. Who knows? You know, that's just the downside of having HMO, is that you're stuck going to doctors in the networks. I wanted at one point to switch to PPO, because with PPO you could actually choose any doctor you want to go to. And the only problem with PPO is that they don't cover fertility treatment as good as HMO. HMO is one of the best insurance in the state of Illinois that cover more for fertility treatment than any other insurance out there. So that's the reason why I'm sticking with HMO. But when it's all said and done, I've had all the babies I'm having, which hopefully will be the next pregnancy, will be that's going to be it, then I'll have enough room to kind of move around, because I'm really getting tired of the hospital network that I'm in. I'm not even going to lie. It ain't even just him, but some of these other specialists. I have some specialists that I just adore them. They are very good. They're very educated in what they do, and you know, they always take my health, you know, at hand and contact me, make sure I'm okay. Always let me know that their phone lines is open if I need to contact them. But I don't too much like my primary care. I loved my last primary care. She was with this same network, only they kicked her out of the HMO for whatever reason. I don't know, but I wanted to cry, because she was like one of the best doctors I've ever had. I mean, I've had only a handful of good doctors in my entire life, and she was like one of the best. And I was so sad when I had to choose another primary care. So this primary care I got now, I think I've had her now for about 3-4 years now. I don't really care for her. I really don't. She's a very old woman, and she's very old school. You know, it's like she ain't caught up on the latest medical technology and things of that nature. And you know, a lot of things her and I don't agree, so we always just agree to disagree. But other than that, she's a really nice doctor, and she's very soft-spoken. And sometimes I can get anything I need out of her, but a lot of times I can't. So I don't like those type of doctors. I don't like the doctors that I can't get what I need out of them when I need it. That's how come my kids have always went to the same pediatrician. As a matter of fact, my sons just graduated from their pediatrician at age 24. She's been taking care of them since they was born. And so last month was their last physical with her. She's no longer going to be taking care of them because they're full-grown adults now, so now they have to see adult doctors. But it was bittersweet, because we still going to be seeing her, because I have pebbles going to her. So until she retires, we're going to continue to keep going to her. But one thing I like about her is any and everything I need for my kids, she always there to give for me. I do not have to make no appointments to come in to get it. If I need to come in to see her and she's booked, she always find a way to squeeze me in. If I call her office and I want to speak to her, if she's busy, they'll tell me she's busy and give her my message, and she'll call me back. But if she's not busy, they pass the phone right to her. You know, those are the type of doctors I like, and that's the type of doctor I had before this last primary care. This last primary care, the doctor I had gave me her cell phone number, and I never took that for granted. I never called her cell phone but one time, and that was because I really needed my medicine. And they had she had told me that she had called the medicine in. I don't know what happened with the prescription, but anyway, I had to end up calling her on her cell phone because I couldn't wait till that Monday. And she had owned her own clinic, so she didn't have a 24-hour answering service. So I had to call her on her cell phone to let her know about the medicine. She took care of it with no problem, and I never called that number again, because I never took for granted that she gave me her cell phone number. I never took that for granted, and that's why one of the reasons why I was sad for leaving her. But yeah, those are the type of doctors I like. So, but this one right here, I like him because he's a very good OB doctor. I'm not even going to deny that. That's why I have stuck with him for so many years. He have actually done 3 different surgeries on me and was about to do the 4th surgery. But after he decided he did not want to be my doctor no more, all because of me filing a complaint and not even contacting me and having a conversation with me about it personally, that just kind of destroyed the relationship between he and I. Even if he decided, okay, Sandra, this was a very bad miscommunication, I apologize. If you still want to come and see me, that's fine. I'll continue to see you. The answer will be no, because once he decided he was kicking me to the curb, that was it. I have no heartfelt feelings towards him. I just don't want him taking care of me anymore, because now the trust is broken. I don't doubt that I will see him again, especially if I become pregnant, because again, all of these doctors work together. They're colleagues. They know each other. If I ever have to make a trip to the labor and delivery for whatever reason, you know, before I had to make trips because I was having really bad headaches or my blood pressure was getting too high, and I've had to make trips. And I didn't always see him. I had to see the doctors that was on call. So, you know, and he may be on call. I might come in and he may be the one that's on call. And if he's the one that's on call, then I have to see him. So this may not be the last time he will see me, but it will definitely be the last time he will see me as his patient. He won't see me as his patient. He will just see me as a doctor taking care of a patient, but it won't be his patient. So yes, I want to make sure things stay on very good terms between he and I going forward, because I'm sure I will see him again. And to also make things better, one thing I noticed I never did was fully thank him for delivering Pebbles for me. I did bring Pebbles up there one time to see him after she was born, and that was at my 6-week checkup. I was hoping to bring her again for my 1-year annual, but because of COVID, I wasn't able to do that. But I wanted to thank him for the services that I have received from him over the years, and also for delivering Pebbles for me. So I had this beautiful card made. With all pictures of Pebbles on it, pictures on the inside, and pictures on the back. Now in the back, I wrote a little note on the back, and the little note on the back just states that I really hate that the lack of communication and misjudgment of my character has destroyed the patient-doctor relationship between us. I chose you as my OB for a reason, and I never regretted that decision. If this is the end of 10+ years of caring for my women's health, uh-oh guys, I don't think I can get over here. I don't know how to get over here. Oh shoot, maybe I should have kept on going. I don't know how to get over here. Okay. I gotta find another way to get over here to this clinic, because this didn't work. They over here doing some construction, so I gotta find a way to get up in here. But anyway, if this is the end of a 10+ year of caring for my women's health, I could not exit without extending my gratitude for your services to me and for helping me deliver a beautiful bouncing baby girl. I have no heartfelt feelings. You were a great OB, and I had no complaints. Thanks again to you and to your wonderful nurse. And I wanted to make sure that I added his wonderful nurse, because I love his nurse. I never had no issues with her, and that's uncommon for me, because as you recall, with my REs, I could not stand none of them nurses up in there. Still can't. That's why they be giving me the side look when I come there. But I don't care. I'm only there for a FET. Once that's done, I'm gone, and I'm gone for good. So yes, I have made it here. I'm a little bit nervous, but hey, it is what it is. I'm going to get in here and do this, see what happens. And the minute I come out, I'm gonna jump on here and let you guys know whether or not it worked or if I gotta come up with a plan B. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it worked. So I'll talk to you guys when I come out. Alright guys, I'm in the room here. Terrified as I was, so terrified. When she took my blood pressure, it was high. I didn't even see his nurse, I only saw the medical assistant, so that was unusual because I usually see his nurse and not his medical assistant. So I hope he comes in because I need to talk to him directly and not go through another doctor or nurse. So fingers crossed, ladies. I'm trying to cross my fingers, that's how nervous I am. I hope I get what I'm looking for. See you guys later. Okay, ladies, I'm back. I gotta say, that was a very pretty awkward feeling to be in that room with my, now I can say, ex-OB, because I would not be having any more appointments with him. I mean, he was really nice being himself, you know, no different than I've had in the past. We really didn't even discuss what happened. I think it was probably for the best. He was more jumping right in and on what needed to be done to prepare me for this upcoming surgery, and was telling me what I had to do and, you know, what time I had to be there at the surgery center and all this other stuff. And I waited till he got through explaining all of that and let him know that I had a consult with the RE clinic, and the RE was not comfortable with me having A, D, and C. And he said, I told him that he just didn't want to compromise my chances, and he was like, I understand, you know, if you're going to be transferring soon, you know, I understand the concern with the RE not wanting to disturb that area. It's fine. He said it's perfectly your decision if you want to do it. He said, me personally, I just wanted to do it just to rule out anything, especially with you having heavy bleeding. He said, but it's not nothing that has to be done right away because of the fact that I don't show any signs of cancer and I don't show any signs of GTD. So it is something that could wait until after I give birth. He said that once I give birth, then I may want to either go ahead and have a hysterectomy, and that will clear everything up, or I may want to just go ahead and have them to do a DNC surgery at that time. But in all, I got my medical clearance. So I'm happy about that. The only, it was a little bit of a delay getting that because, as I told you guys, I was so nervous. My blood pressure was really high. Matter of fact, my blood pressure been really high a lot lately. I don't know what is going on with my blood pressure. I really pray and hope that I can get this blood pressure under control before the transfer, because right now I have no clue what is causing my blood pressure to be so high. I'm not a salt-eating person. I don't eat anything salty. Matter of fact, I cook with Mrs. Dash, salt-free seasoning, and that's because I don't like salt. When I go to restaurants, I always be like light on the seasoning. I'm just not a salt person. So I'm a little bit concerned about the fact that I have this blood pressure that's out of control when I'm trying to go for this transfer. So I'm not sure what it is. I started taking supplements to help. That's not helping either. So I'm not sure what it is, but I do know today I was nervous. I know that could spike your blood pressure. I have been taking my blood pressure throughout the day, and I will say that there are some points of the day where it's really low, it's very good, and then there are some points of the day where it's really high. So I do know when I was pregnant the first time, they wasn't worried about my blood pressure being high at one moment and then low at another moment. They only worry about if it's high and it stays high. That's when they worry. If it comes down on its own, they okay with that. That's why they tell you to keep checking it every so often. So that's what I've been doing, and so far I've been okay with that. My blood pressure have not been staying up. It would be up at one moment, and then the next moment I take my blood pressure again, it'll be low. So I'm hoping that I could just fully find a way to get under control. I'm gonna start increasing my exercise. Since I've been working in the office, I've started back walking, because that's the only time I was walking is when I was working in the office. But now I'm going to keep that walking going once I go back home, because I'm only working 3 more days in the office, and then I'm going back home on working from home. So I'm going to have to keep that going, because that also helps kind of regulate the blood pressure as well. I think I'm going to start back taking baby aspirin. I stopped taking baby aspirin too a few months ago, and I wondered that that has something to do with it. I wondered that stopping the baby aspirin just caused my blood pressure to stay up. I don't know, but I think I'm gonna go back to taking a baby aspirin and see if that'll help. Some people say that helps because, of course, it keeps the clots in your blood from forming, and the blood can flow better that way. So I'm gonna try that and see if that works. But yeah, he was concerned about the blood pressure. He was a little hesitant about giving me the medical clearance, but he decided, okay, what I can do is I can write you a clearance to say, from an OB standpoint, your what is it, the pap smear. From an OB standpoint, the pap smear is cleared for me to go through with the FET. He said he didn't want to use the medical term medical clearance because of the blood pressure. So he did not want to use that terminology. I don't care what terminology he used. As long as he gave me the okay to move forward, that's all they need. So when I get back to work, because now I'm on lunch, when I get back to work, I am finna fax this over to them quick, fast, and in a hurry, so that that part of it will be done. Right now I'm working on my nurse consult. They sent me a email with different dates to choose for my nurse consult. All of these dates are in October, like from October 12th through, I think, October 16th or something like that. Anyway, I responded to the email, let them know any day of work for me. However, do understand, I do expect my cycle somewhere around the 9th to the 11th of October. So I don't know if I need to have that consult before my cycle start, because the last time I checked, you know, when you're going through a FET, you have to start taking I don't know if it's S-Trace or Burkitrol. I don't know. I told y'all I don't forget how the whole process works. But it's something you start taking like a day after your period start. So, and they don't usually order those medications until you have had a nurse consult. So I have to make sure that they don't do me like they did last time when I was with them, scheduling stuff all at the wrong time, and then I end up missing a cycle and I have to start a whole new cycle. I'm not gonna let them do that. So I emailed them back and I let them know when my cycle was due and see if they can give me a sooner date and get this medication out to me, and I can go ahead and be ready so that when my cycle starts, I can start the process. So that's all I have for you, ladies. I am excited. I'm more excited that I ain't got to see him no more, because, whew, like I said, that was the most awkward feeling being in that room with him. And you could tell he wasn't trying to see me no more, because he shook my hand and said, good luck with the pregnancy. The last time I told him that I was going for a frozen embryo transfer, he was like, okay, I guess I'll see you sometime after you get pregnant. He didn't say that this time. So that was definitely the end. And he was happy about the card. At first he acted like he didn't want to take the card, but then when he saw it wasn't nothing but pictures on there, he was more over thrilled about that. But what was strange is that when I spoke to his nurse, she acted like she didn't want to speak to me, like she was afraid to speak to me. I'm like, oh, I know it's time for me to get up out of here. So yes, I will not be attending that clinic. I will not be attending that doctor. I'm about to find me a whole new doctor, but I'm sure I'll be seeing him again. So ladies, if you pray for me, I thank you. I can't thank you enough. And for those of my new followers, thank you for following me on this journey. I have not said that in a long time. I thank my previous followers for continuing to follow me on this journey. Please click and subscribe if you have not subscribed to my channel, because I would like for you ladies to follow me on this journey, especially you older ladies who think that you cannot have a baby just because you are a woman of advanced maternal age. There are ways to have babies even if you are a woman of advanced maternal age. So I hope to touch you ladies out there who are struggling, trying to have your own child, using your own eggs for whatever reason. Okay? I love you ladies. Sticky baby dust to all of you. Bye ladies.